Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Bulldog Show. I'm Darrell Allen, along with Thomasville High School head football coach Jonathan Delay. And first of all, Coach, welcome to the Bulldog Show. Excited to have you here and excited about the year the Dogs are going to have.
Well, I appreciate it, Darrell, and I'm glad to be here. You know, this is an exciting time for Thomasville football, and I can't wait to get this thing on the winning track.
Of course, you told me, Coach, you played high school football at Lafayette High School. You were a student assistant at Georgia. Talk a little bit about some of those things and what led you into coaching.
You know, I played 4 years at Lafayette High School and played my senior year for Coach Tommy Welch, and was able to get a student assistant job at the University of Georgia under Coach Rick. Coach Martinez was defense coordinator, and I did that for 4 years, and it was great, and it taught me a lot about coaching ball at a different level. Did my student teaching, and then I got into high school coaching at Franklin County High School. Spent 6 seasons there, 1 season at Central, and in the past 5 years I've been the quarterback coach here at Thomasville. So,
all right, Coach, and of course the smartest move you made with the Welches was you decided to marry one of his daughters. That was your best move.
Yeah, it definitely was my best move. You know, my wife Lauren, she's awesome. She works at Scholars Academy, and she does such a great job. And we've got 2 kids, you know, Ava and Emma. And I'm gonna tell you what, there's something to be said about you get done with the ball game, and it doesn't matter what happens. You got 2 little ones coming up to you and smiling and loving on you, and you can't turn that down.
That's Daddy. They don't realize football matters that much, you know.
Exactly. They love football and they love these boys, but man, there's something to be said about them 2 little ones.
Coach, talk about your time at Thomasville since you've been here.
Yeah, so you know, I started in 2017, and we went on that starting that 12-0 run. JT Rice was our quarterback, and he was pretty good. And we did some things that year that were special. 18, we kind of, you know, we got beat in the second round, and that was tough. 19, to me, 19 was one of those years that you talk about a team turning it around. We're 2-4 going into region play, got Brooks and Fitzgerald coming up, and we just find a way to win. You know, and it taught me a lot about coaching that year, that do what your kids are good at. You as a coach, find what your kids are good at and do it, and that's what we did. You know, had guys like Ronnie Baker, Peyton Singletary, Ricardo Johnson, just making plays. 2020, the COVID year, you know, that was a tough year going to Callaway and getting beat in the quarters, and then last year, you know, make it all the way to the state championship, and that's something I'll never forget. That's a trip I'll never forget. I'll never forget, you know, how happy those moments were getting to that, and then I'll never forget how sad that locker room was after. Never wanting to have that feeling again, getting to that big game. But I was so proud of those kids last year, of, you know, just how they fought. I mean, it was an awesome group to be around. And then this year's group, it's so fun to be around them because you got guys that got to grow into those leadership roles because they didn't have to do it last year. And it's so fun to watch them grow and learn how to be good role models.
All right, Coach. Unfortunately, as you go through life, you have tragedies. The Bulldog family last week suffered a major one. Talk about that for a minute.
Yeah, you know, we lost Thomas Speed, and he graduated 2 years ago in 2021. He was on that 2020 team. Thomas was a freshman my first year here at Thomasville, and he was one of our centers. Played offensive line, played D line. Just a young man that was passionate about Thomasville. No matter what was going on, he was a passionate guy, and it's just so tough. When I got the news last week, you know, I broke down. Had to bring the team in, talk to them. That's the hardest thing as a head coach so far that I've had to do. But we're going to try to honor his life in how we play because he was a true Bulldog, and that's the thing about this. Once you're a Bulldog, you're always a Bulldog. So we miss him so much, and you know, we just want to honor his legacy.
And Coach, you know, a lot of people, unless you're close to the program and understand what goes on, the family that you create among your team, that just doesn't end when they graduate and they're gone.
No.
You know, they're back with you, and they're always with you, actually.
I mean, these guys, I had kids at practice yesterday that played here a few years ago, and you're right, it is that family atmosphere, and that's what I told the kids the other day. You know, whatever family member that I can feel for you, I'm here. That's what I want to be for you. You just come to me and tell me what you need, and I'll try to get it fixed or try to get it done. If I can't, I'll find somebody who can.
All right, Thomas services, I believe you told me, are this Saturday.
Yes, his services are going to be this Saturday at 11 at the gym, the THS gym.
Okay, and that's open to the public, I'm assuming. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, our condolences and our prayers for his family and for the Bulldog family,
Thank you.
all suffer loss. All right, Coach. Back to football. We Open the season Friday night over in Quitman. Disappointing effort, obviously, 42-7 loss. Not what we envisioned.
No, and that's you never want to lose a football game, and that's what I told the kids. When we lose a football game, that's 100% on me because it's my job to get them in the right spots with the right calls and making the right plays. When we win football games, it's 100% on the kids because they're the ones that go out there and execute the plan. So 42-7, that's all on me. But we've done a good job so far this week. The kids, there's been no letdown. Our big word this week is focus. And they've come in and they've really focused on what it is they need to do and execute what it is that they need to do.
And Coach, and obviously lots of credit to Brooks. I mean, they came in ready to play, and Coach Freeman always does a good job. And when you're going to play like a schedule like we're going to play, you're going to run into that.
Oh yeah, that's right. We do have a tough schedule, and that's going to prepare us for on down the road. And the biggest thing is, we've got to punch first. We got to be the ones that are the aggressor from the beginning, not take that punch and then try to rebound. All
right, Coach. Well, let's jump into the highlights from Friday night. First of all, great crowd from the Dog family.
Man, I'm telling you what, anytime you play this game, there's going to be a great crowd, and to have that support behind you is awesome. Right here, we got a kick return. That's Jay Randall. We had some good blocks, Logan Hacka and Evan Wynn on the right side there to spring us. Now we got the ball at the 44, and here we go. This is really the first drive. I believe this is our third drive, and we finally get something going right here. We got Cam Hill in at quarterback. The plan all along was him to be in on the third series. He's got a nice catch throw to DJ Thurman right there. And then right here, we're just running some zone with some kick blocks, and we get some positive yardage out of it.
Film kind of jumping around on us, Coach, a little bit, but we'll just keep rolling.
That's all right. And that's one thing that we do, right here, we're going to, if we have a big play, we're going to run the same thing right the very next play. We encored it right here. Didn't go as planned. That's fine. We're going to snap the ball, line up again. Little draw play right here, Jaden Austin. I love watching Jaden Austin run the football because, to me, he runs angry. And right here you can see pushing the pile. That's Bulldog football. That's what I like to see. Defensively, we got that was Jaden Austin again making a tackle right there on defense. So he's playing both sides of the ball for us, trying to do everything that he can for the Diamond T. We get down here. Right here, I thought when this flag came out that it was a pass interference on us. Luckily, they called it on them. Again, same thing. We moved our D-line around a little bit right there, and we get, hats to the football driving them back.
Number 16 again.
Yep, Jaden Austin again. Right here, we get a sack. You can see that's J.J. Jackson in on the sack. Starts at tackle for us as well. Make them punt. I feel like if we lay out right here, we probably get this punt. Now, we did rush him, so it wasn't his best effort punting the football right there, and we're able to get the football back. Beck Nicholson right here coming out of the middle of the field. Again, he's our quarterback on defense, getting us in the right stuff, and he makes plays. This is right before half, and this is where our team's unselfish. We had, I think, 9 seconds left. I told Jay Randall, I said, look, you got 9 seconds, go score a touchdown. When he gets a big run, we pop a timeout. And talk about unselfish, Parker Beckham, Cam Hill, they both know they have things that they're good at. So Cam's going to be the one that throws the Hail Mary. We get a pass interference, and then he comes and throws the post to Cole Shaw. I got no complaints out of other guys. Parker actually goes to receiver some when Cam's at quarterback. So those are some positive things to see. Daniel Belvin on the extra point here. We get a good snap, hold kick. Operation was decent right here.
Have Cole and Beck both back in that area.
Exactly.
So that helps.
It's just like baseball. You got to be strong up the middle. You got to have a good snapper and a good holder, and a good kicker. And we got all three
they
of those
score
things.
right toward the end of the half to make it 28-0. We come back and score. I thought their touchdown in the half was a big swing because for us to, as far as momentum and chance for us to get it.
Definitely, it definitely was a big swing. And I thought getting that one that we got the last play of the half, it would propel us because we were getting the ball back and we never got anything going. There's a good defensive play right there. You saw DJ Thurman at corner. Kid played over 90 snaps in the game just because he loves Thomasville and he knows that I got to be on the field.
He's got some Bulldog blood in him.
He sure does. He sure does. I've heard plenty of stories.
Your dad-in-law talked to Coach's dad.
I've heard plenty of stories about DeMario. So, again, right here, and this is one of the clips I showed our kids. When we do exactly what we're supposed to do, we make plays. And then Beck Nicholson right there just roaming in the middle. A nice pick to get, they're in the red zone, they're in the scoring area, and we pick the football up. That's awesome. Going into the fourth quarter, here they come. They hand it off. We make a good play, inside, again, same thing. We knocked the ball out. There's Beck Nicholson again, Johnny on the spot right there. I think that was Del Trias Grimsley in there knocking that thing out. Right here, got Parker Beckham coming out on the boot. Messiah Wilson is who he throws it to here. I thought he was in. They said he was out. So it's hard to see from my side of the field.
Besides one of those sophomores.
Another sophomore. I mean, we've got some young kids playing in some big spots. Messiah Wilson. Here's another sophomore. E.J. Bean at running back. And you know he's going to. I can't wait to see what he does in his next 3 years because he is a good running back and he's just a great kid. Again, you can see we're getting movement right here, and this is the deal. You know. That I told our kids and I encouraged our kids, we can get movement anytime we want up front. It doesn't matter. It's you know, when we want to go, we go. And just giving them that encouragement to, hey, look, you can do this, now go do it.
Well, that's a really good drive, Coach. Again, we just didn't finish this one.
Yep, that's what happened with a few of them. There was a few drives where we get stuff going and then we get knocked backwards. For us offensively, we've got to stay ahead of the chains, make first downs. That's when we're able to go fast and get the defense on their heels.
All right, Coach. Obviously, for us to be the football team we want to be as we move through the non-region portion of our schedule, into the region portion, then into the playoff part of the schedule, we've got to get better week to week, snap to snap, rep to rep.
That's it. You know, it's about getting better. You never want to be playing your best football game one, but you want to be playing good football so that you can be peaking at the time that you need to peak. We need to be climbing that mountain of playing our best football, and that's the thing. We got to get much better week 1 to week 2 this week, and that's the biggest amount of growth. If you talk about a child in its life, the biggest amount of growth is from year 1 to year 2.
Right.
So, and that's us right now. You know, we got to grow from that 42-7 loss to this week, and we got a nice opponent coming in.
I was like to tell you, Coach, I think it's going to get a lot easier this week, but that wouldn't be true.
No, wouldn't have it any other way.
That's right. The Thomas County Central Yellow Jackets come to call 8 o'clock kickoff out of the stadium. Let me first of all, Coach, talk a little bit about ticket information. They're $10. You can get them at the dog pen or at the gate, cash or credit card or debit card, according to what Coach Rayburn sent out to us this week. I want to remind Touchdown Club members that you can park behind the home stands, but you have to have your permit or they're not going to let you in. So make sure you have that. The gates open at 6 o'clock, so you'll be able to get into the I'm assuming into the stadium after that point. Because they've had 2 good weeks, they're coming in with a lot of confidence, and Coach Rogers does a good job. We know about him from the other places he's been, so should be a very good, typical Thomasville Central football game.
Yeah, I mean, you can when you play Central, it doesn't matter. You can throw records or whatever else out the door. That's why I told our kids this week, if you can't get up for this game, you can't get up for any game. You know, I'm so excited to play this football game. I'm more excited to see our kids go and do what I know that they can do. And like you said, you know, Central's a good football team. They got good players, but we've got good players too. And I'm excited to see what our players do Friday night and go make plays in this game.
All right, 8 o'clock kickoff out of the stadium, and Coach and I will be back with the highlights of that game next week.